This is Mercury, which is the closest to the sun. And if you look at its surface, it's pretty much like the moon. It's all craters and dust, and there's nothing there. Um, there's no life there. Looks pretty rough. The next planet away from the sun is Venus, which is always covered in some kind of cloudy atmosphere, and it's very difficult for things to penetrate, so you can't really see what's on the surface. But what is astonishing is the temperature on Venus. Its average temperature is about 464 degrees Celsius. That's pretty hot. So you wouldn't want to be sunbathing on there or spending your holidays there because you'll be completely scorched and burnt to crisp. Mars. Well, we've sent a couple of vessels to Mars, and there's Mars rovers, Mars copter or Mars helicopter taking pictures from there. It looks pretty deserted. It's all desolate and deserted. Now, the worst thing about Mars is there is no magnetic field, like the planet Earth has got a magnetic field to protect it from cosmic radiation and sun particles. And there are other things that are not so good about Mars, but there is no magnetic field to protect from stuff coming from space. So it's really rough out there, and there is no life there. The next planet away from the sun, Jupiter, a big, massive gas giant, the biggest planet in the solar system. But it's made of gas, so if you try to land there, you can't really land there. There's nowhere to place your feet unless you can learn how to fly and constantly fly and hover. And, well, breathing would be another problem. Anyway, there's no life there either. Saturn, with its beautiful rings, another gas giant. Well, what would you do on Saturn? Maybe you could go wind sailing because you get wind speeds up to 1,100 miles per hour. That's very fast. Uh, if there's any life conditions there, you could have really good wind sailing there, really fast. But no, there's no life there, and wind is quite nasty, over 1,000 miles per hour wind speeds. So that's what you would get if you try to step on Saturn. Uranus. Um, Looks quite cool, the picture, doesn't it? Well, that's because the temperature on Uranus gets as low as minus 244 degrees Celsius. So again, that's, I don't know, you may want to store some frozen foods in there, but that's all you could do. You get freezing cold if you try to get there. There is no life on Uranus. Neptune, another planet that's even further away than Uranus from the sun. Neptune, uh, on the first sight, it doesn't look that bad. Looks interesting. Again, there is no life there, and the interesting thing about Neptune is there are wind speeds up to 1,300 miles per hour. That's over 2,000 kilometers per hour wind speeds. So again, if you want to do some wind sailing, maybe a place to visit. If you could breathe there or step on it, it's an icy place, and again, there's no life there. So if you look at all these planets out there, there's no life conditions. There's nothing there. It's all desolate and rough, extremely rough. All these planets in the solar system. And I could show you a picture of photo of Pluto, but that's not considered a planet anymore, so we don't have to do that. So just if you look up into our solar system, this is all we find. It's rough, rough out there. Rough. There's no life out there. And then we look at our beautiful planet Earth, covered in green nature, adorned in the blue skies, covered in oceans and water, flowers growing, birds singing, fruits growing on trees. Just remember the creation. This is the planet that God has designed purposefully for life and for us to live on. And if you look at all the other planets, you realize that this planet is really, it's a gift. It's been designed like this. It's a gift of life on this planet. We have a gift of life on this planet. We don't find on other planets in the solar system. And if you just think about it, it didn't have to be like this. If you look at all the other planets, it's rough out there. Just look at the trees and the green trees, green nature, blue skies. Listen to the birds singing. None of this has to be here, but it's there as a gift to us. So this is one reason to give God thanks for all these things. We have air to breathe, which is great because there is no air to breathe on any of the other planets. We have water to drink. We have this free music, bird singing. We have beautiful nature to observe. It's a gift of life. It's a this is a reason to give God thanks. And if you look up there to compare what we have here with other planets, I think it gives us a good reason to give thanks to God, even if we don't feel like giving thanks to God. It's a gift, this gift of life we have on this planet. And if you remember the creation, this is what we find on this planet. It's beauty through the gift of creation. When we look at the end of the story of the Bible and we have the new creation, we have the recreation of the original Garden of Eden conditions and the beautiful nature again. And remember, this is again a gift of God. Uh, this is nothing that this planet has not been designed in such a way because of us, because of our any contribution for us as human beings. It was there like this before we were created as humans. And when God creates planet Earth anew, it will be beautiful again, full of life, life eternal this time, not limited, short lifespan, but life eternal for all the humans and all the animals. And again, it's a gift. It's got absolutely nothing to do with what we do or how we contribute to this. No, it's a gift. It's a gift. Just as the original planet Earth and life was given to Adam and Eve as a gift, so the new Earth, new planet, the new Earth, the new life on planet Earth, life eternal, will be given to those whoever who find themselves on the new Earth, then in the future, again as a gift. So this is another reason to give thanks to God, because He gives us gifts, a gift of life on this planet, even this temporary life. God gives His rain and sun to everybody, whether people believe in God, they're believers or atheists, doesn't matter. Whether they pray or don't pray, He gives His sun and rain and food to everybody. This is a gift from God, temporary gift of life. But on the new earth, there will be eternal gift of life, much, much bigger, much greater gift. And this is another reason to give God thanks. Although we are not there yet and we are hoping for it and expecting it. For the moment, we can see only transient and temporary things that reminds us of what this world was like in the beginning, what it will become like at this time when we look at the nature and the gift of life that we have around us. So even if you don't feel like giving God thanks, I hope this helps you when you look up there into the skies, into the solar system and all the other planets and compare them to the planet Earth. These things that we have here that we have not deserved and they didn't have to be here, God gives us these things as gifts. So a simple thank you will suffice. Just say, thank you, God, for the gift of life. Thank you for the beautiful green nature, beautiful blue skies, the air we have to breathe, water we have to drink, the song of birds, and whatever comes to your mind. Thank God for all these gifts. And He will accept your thanksgiving as a prayer, as a sacrifice, and it will be acceptable to Him. So thank you for listening, and may God bless you.